So, Queendom Puzzle. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't watched any of the Queendom seasons. I don't know what the show's about. I know that it was about giving underrated groups a platform, I guess. I don't think mnet came from that point of view, but that's kind of what the gist of the show was. But through the show, they were able to gain like big fandoms, most popular of them being i-dle. And Queendom season 1 was a hit. Everyone loves it. Some of the performances that have come out of the show I have watched, and they were pretty cool. So Queendom season 1 was a hit. Queendom season 2, not so much. Again, I didn't watch the show, but I was partaking in the conversation that was happening around it and did watch a lot of the performance videos that came from the show. And some of the groups stood out, some of them didn't. The show just didn't make as much of an impact as the first season. And I think that's what's translated into them trying to change up the format for the show and do something different. And that's how we have Queendom Puzzle. Now, from what I know, that the show does mirror an already existing survival show with a similar format. There was a survival show called Unit that did essentially this. I don't really know what happened with that. I cannot even tell you who was in it or what songs they ended up creating, but this is not a new concept to survival shows altogether. So we have Queendom Puzzle. The show is supposed to start airing somewhere mid-June. I think it's the 13th of June if I'm not mistaken. And they're doing exactly what the unit did. They're taking members from already existing groups or disbanded groups and giving them an opportunity to debut in another group, which I'm pretty sure is temporary. They have not mentioned anything about that, nor am I familiar with who's going to be managing the group. If we're giving the group to ikon, all the best to the contestants, because you're going to not get treated well. But I think the number one thing that people are mad about with the show is that they're taking members from already active groups and groups that haven't even had a chance to make an impact yet. Like there's someone from S here. S hasn't even made their entire, group debut. They've only made sub-unit debuts. Like, how is someone who's not even formally debuted in a show like this, And another thing that pissed people off largely was how the experience level that comes with being someone from a fairly new group, someone from Purple Case or someone from byeeee being in a group with someone from CLC or Momoland who've had years and years of experience compared to the other group members. It just seems a little imbalanced, and I don't know what the creative team and production team's mindset going into it was. But these are some of the things that people have been kind of mad about. I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out, so I'm definitely going to be tuning in because, first of all, some of the people in this lineup are ones I've been rooting for a while and have kind of gotten the shit end of the stick in terms of their K-pop careers so far. So I would like to see some of them get second chances and have, better opportunities that come with being on an mnet survival show. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But this video comes essentially after one of the most major announcements about the show so far. So like every survival show, they have a signal song to introduce, who the contestants are, who's going to be participating, who's not. And for the Queendom Puzzle show, they have confirmed that they're going to have 4 signal songs, and they released 2 of them yesterday. And the next 2 are going to release next Thursday. And the total of the 28 contestants are going to be divided within these 4 signal songs and perform. So the songs released yesterday, and through the song release we got a finalized list of members who are going to be partaking in the show. I think I should stop calling them members now and I should call them contestants that are on the show. We have a finalized list of a few contestants who are going to be on the show. The absolute final list will only be out after May 25th when we see the next 2 Signal songs. But for now, we have a few confirmed members that I'm going to talk about. Okay, so number 1, we're starting off with the 3 Cherry Bullet members. We have Cherin, we have Bora, and we have Jiwoon. And for both Bora and Jiwoon, I watched them and rooted for them a lot during Girls Planet 999. I know a lot of people wanted Bora to make it into the final lineup and, you know, have the opportunity to debut in Kepler. But sadly she didn't, and I would like to see her get another chance. But coming back to the 3 Cherry Bullet members, I am going to be largely rooting for Bora throughout the show because I watched her in Girls Planet 999 and she lost out on that opportunity. So if she has signed up for the show, I want her to have this opportunity. But other than that, we have Jiwoo of Triple S, Yuki of Purple Kiss, and Reena of Hikey. Again, I don't understand why Jiwoo's here. She hasn't technically debuted with Triple S yet, and the whole situation with Triple S is also really murky at the moment. So they had one of their subunits release a song. I think there was conversation about this last month or in the beginning of this month, and their company, Mod House Entertainment, just literally said that there are forces who are preventing their girl groups from just like promoting actively in the industry. And if you want to connect the dots through that, Mod House also took in few of the Loona members who left Blockberry Entertainment. Blockberry Entertainment is a subsidiary of the CJ Corporation, and they also do mnet. So I'm trying to understand if Mod House is trying to say that Blockberry is stopping some of their members from promoting actively in the industry. How is Blockberry not stopping, you know, one of their members from participating in a show that they directly have a link in, like Blockberry, CJ, and mnet connected all together? So that's pretty murky, but yeah, again, don't understand why she's here, but let's see how she does. Then we have Sunga from Lightsum, we have Yuan from CLC, and we have Yoram from Cosmic Girls. Now the Lightsum situation is just so disheartening. I've talked about it on my channel previously as well, so I'll link that video if you want to see more about that. But again, just Cube Entertainment and their mismanagement is one for the history books, like genuinely one for the history books. So she's here, and of course Yuan from CLC continues the mismanagement trend from Cube. I think everyone wanted CLC to do well, but seeing the members scattered all over the place is a little disheartening. Anyway, for Yuan as well, so she released the song called Barbie, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the name of the song. But the song that she released was so good, and I wish she would have continued that trend into her solo debut, which she didn't. And with her solo debut also, there was like big issues with her company. She made the debut, then the song got taken down from the company's page, but was still being circulated on streaming platforms, then got removed from streaming platforms as well. She's just had it rough. She was in CLC and everyone knows the story there, and then her solo debut also didn't do as well. So this does seem like, you know, her last shot to make it big in the K-pop industry, and I am largely rooting for her. I want her to have this opportunity as well. So she's gonna be here as well. Now we have members from groups as well, so like multiple members from groups. I already mentioned the Cherry Bullet members, but we have 2 members from the group Wuha. We have Nana and Voyeon. I'm not familiar with the group in its entirety. I do remember their song Danger, and it was, you know, it did pretty well. because I remember the song being nice. Danger was a good song. No, they had like the whole cutesy aesthetic that they were doing, the very teen crush sound, and the members are also like pretty talented. I remember the song doing well, but don't know where they went after that. Don't know if they've had any comebacks since. But yeah, hopefully they get a good opportunity to shine here. We also have 2 weekly members, namely Jian and so on. And the situation with weekly also, my god, the mismanagement that went behind that group, it's just so disheartening. Like they were at the top of the 4th gen girl group conversation at one point of time, and now they're nowhere to be seen. So in a sense, it's a good thing that, you know, these individuals will get more opportunity to shine, but they're in like such recently made girl groups and have been in the industry for such a short amount of time compared to someone like Yuan from CLC. It doesn't feel fair to put them in the same competition as her. So these are the confirmed members that we've got post the Signal song release. But prior to this as well, there were a few idols who were confirmed to be on the show, and we have more information about them as well. So we have Shiroma Miru from NMB48, we have Jui from Momoland, and we have K from lovelyz. So NMB48 is supposed to be one of the sister groups of AKB48. I think the most prominent member from those groups is Sakura from Le Seraphim. So she was part of one of the AKB48 groups. So she's essentially a J-pop idol, and I know that she competed on Produce 48 as well. But yeah, that's about what I know of her. So it'll be interesting to see her. I do know Jui of Momoland, another group just mismanaged to the bone. So to see her get another chance is fun. She also has like a really fun personality. I'm hoping to see good variety content come out of the show because she's there as well. She's really funny and stuff, so that'll be fun. But yeah, there are a lot of groups here that have been mismanaged in the past. So seeing members of those groups, you know, get another chance to be here is also good. We also have Chunmi from AOA and Huiso from Haiki, again, another group that has 2 members participating and going to be competing against each other. So that's a little disheartening, but you know, that's the situation. We also have Haen from Laboom and Lee Cheon. Now, Cheon probably was the most famous person to be confirmed being on this show, and you know, she has kind of been part of a lot of survival shows. I think this would be her 5th or 6th one if I'm not mistaken. So she's, you know, familiar with the formatting and stuff. With the 2 of them, how they were confirmed to be a part of the show, there were like press releases and stuff confirming their presence. There has since been reports that the 2 of them are not going to be partaking in the show and that they have left the show prematurely. Now, there isn't any confirmed reports from mnet about this. I don't know how they plan to, you know, showcase that if they've left, if they're going to show the parts of the episodes that they shot that they're already in, if they're going to remove them completely. I think we'll get more clarification about this post the next 2 Signal songs that are revealed to us. I think it makes sense why Cheon would step back, and when she must have signed up for it, she hadn't made that much of a mark in the industry. Like her debut song Hush Rush, even though I liked it, I know a lot of people didn't like it that much and didn't make that much of an impact, but her comeback release has done pretty well and has garnered a lot of attention. Like her song Knock is pretty popular right now and has made it to some of the Korean charts as well. So if she is doing well outside of the show, I don't think she needs to be in this show. So that's why she probably stepped out. But we don't know. We don't know anything other than this information. far, but yeah, this is about what we know. The two songs that were released were also pretty cool. So we had first song's called Snap and the second song's called Charisma. They're two completely different songs. One's more edgy, girl power based, and really fiery girl crush, if you will. And the other one's a little more high teen and Y2K inspired. So I think they're going to do two more different concepts for the other two Signal songs that come out next week. But yeah, the songs are nice. I'm pretty sure they'll grow on me if they play them a lot on the show. But so far they're not making any charting. They're not charting anywhere. They're not that popular yet. But yeah, the show is a little ambiguous in terms of what it's going to achieve, how the show group's going to work. Have to wait and watch and see what happens. But yeah, that's about it from me. What do you think about this lineup? Is there anyone that you're particularly interested in seeing? Is there anyone who you're not interested in seeing? How do you think Mnet's going to handle it? Are you already expecting all the unnecessary evil editing and the drama that they create? Are you excited for the performances that are going to come out of the show? Let me know. And yeah, okay, bye.